Hey, what's up, guys? So we're back with another episode of. I don't know why I said episode. So today we're gonna be checking out the last 3 episodes of If the Emperor Had a Text-to-Speech Device. If you're new channel, welcome. So we're gonna be checking out the last 3 episodes, episode 8 all the way to 10. And I've been enjoying the last few episodes. It's really funny, it's hilarious, and they did an amazing job with this. So without anything else, let's check out episode 8, Tyranids.
So, it begins. I suppose it's time to go do something completely inexplicable. Again.
By the way, who was that in the beginning?
Well. Hello there, old friend. Ecclesiarch Decius. I haven't seen you since our little argument on Salem Rockdor.
Who is it?
You wouldn't have worked treating that preacher like you did.
Is that a ghost?
Dude looks like the Pope.
I had every right, Decius. I'm a Lord Inquisitor for Terra's sake. If I suspect someone of heresy, I will take them away and torture them until they give me an answer.
That's not a chair, little Billy. That's a
That guy
toilet.
looks like Judge Dredd, like I mentioned before.
I need to poo.
He saved his entire world. With his people, he led and reconquered his planet for the Emperor, defying the heathens who controlled it.
That young boy was nothing but a false prophet who lusted for power.
That's just not right.
But it smells like Prometheus with you. Anyone got some steak? We had lunch steak last Tuesday, you old shit.
Not right. Really? After you had your fit about us executed, was the taint of chaos not discovered amongst his followers?
We could have known if he was tainted or not before our final judgment was called for, but because of you, we lost that chance.
Oh, but you can never be too careful about the ever-present threat of chaos, Ecclesiarch. And that is why I have come here as the Inquisition's own representative.
My nostrils itch something fierce. Where's old nose finger?
It's on Towerhead's head, you butt.
What's today?
What are you jabbering on about now? Why have you come here, Karamazov?
Personally, I like the Custodes
And
better.
almost every other Inquisitor in the galaxy have received a message from Terra, telling us that the Inquisition and the Adeptus Ministorum are to be disbanded.
Yes, I know about this message. No one here has sent it.
Well, there is no doubt in it. It definitely came from Holy Terra itself. A forgery of its seal cannot possibly be this precise. However, it's clear that the Emperor of Mankind himself wrote it.
Oh, they're doubting that the Emperor did it because he can't speak or move.
Blasphemous. It is clearly written by a heretic hiding somewhere here on this very planet.
Being such a deluded fool, you do have a point.
Good. Seems like that happened.
Bro, that Custodes is about to get killed.
Enough blood to flow from your scalp for you to understand that this situation requires mending.
So what is your purpose here exactly, Theodore? What do you intend to do?
I remember the finger I had before I replaced it with an auto quill. Oh, I just made myself sad.
So, yeah, all in all,
There we go.
Tyranids from another galaxy and have come here for the sole purpose of eating everything that is organic in order to grow stronger and fiercer. They are honestly pretty damn scary. I'm lucky to have been trained not to feel fear or anxiety over such things as a seemingly imminent doom.
And you say there have been an entire 3 major wars against these creatures with loads of Imperial forces involved?
Yes, indeed. The first, second, and third Tyrannic War. As I said, the most notable must have been the first Tyrannic War, when they supposedly first made their entrance into our galaxy. They completely stripped the planet Tyran of all life, thereby getting the name of Tyranids.
And you said during this war they destroyed the Ultramarines, devoured their entire first company, and crippled the leader of the Ultramarines, Papa Smurf, when they first arrived.
Papa
How in the
Smurf.
name of Lehman Russ's overinflated ego did that happen?
Gross.
Well, yes. All Ultramarines in the galaxy were needed to beat off the assault on Macragge, but the two main events that are most important would be the confrontation between Marnius Calgar.
Papa Smurf?
Yeah.
Papa Smurf.
Papa Smurf and the Swarm, and the event that ended the battle in decisive Imperial victory. What the fuck is a Smurf anyway?
I can already tell this is going to be a roller coaster ride of disappointment.
I like how he did that in the captions. Or subtitles, I mean.
Papa Smurf and the Swarm Lord fought one another in an epic battle of two independent characters. The battle was fierce, but in the end the Tyranid proved too strong for him, resulting in him being gravely wounded.
I am invincible!
Hey, you got this. Stay strong.
Always triumph! Have at you, foul Xeno scum! Find them! Call it a draw!
What's also worth pointing out is that something similar to this apparently happened later in the year 976 when the Ultramarines fought another High Fleet called Perseus. However, the history of the galaxy is a major clusterfuck as it is anyway, so I don't know if that can still be considered true or not. Anyway, back to Macragge. Unable to stand the mere thought of losing a sacred spiritual legion on their already grievous losses, the Oligarch of our first company sacrificed themselves to evacuate him.
So this guy could not even fight an overgrown fucking Bug Gargamel and ended up force-feeding his bodyguards to it. Wow! Continue with the story. It makes my bones
he likes
rattle
this.
with condensed and overpowering amusement and joy.
Well,
Oh,
long
so
story short,
finally we
the
found
picks
something
up
the
when
Emperor
Marnius
likes.
Smurf went to command the orbital battle over Macragge, but was led into a trap at the ring world of Cersei. Things were looking very grim for them.
Led into a trap by a bunch of space locusts. This is dumber than those oiled up fucking strippers I call companions.
The Emperor-class battleship Dominus Astra valiantly charged into the heart of High Fleet Beowulf and detonated its warp drives, causing a cataclysmic vortex that sucked both it and the entire Tyranid fleet into oblivion. Victory at Cersei spelled the defeat of High Fleet Beowulf.
I am sorry. I am just absolutely livid at the moment. Remind me again. Technology is pretty backwards at the moment, correct?
It has declined somewhat in your absence, yes?
And those Emperor-class battleships are pretty much irreplaceable at this point because of the sheer resources and manpower needed to make them, correct?
More or less, yes.
So this asshole Papa Smurf, instead of just calling back his fleet to a more advantageous position in, fucking space, let one of those warships be lost forever in the warp for some depraved minion of chaos to find and diddle around with.
This is getting me harder than Terminator armor!
I want you to change my orders. Tell the Ultramarines to get back Magnus without the Geller fields turned on. Let's see how they enjoy being fucked by demons, like those poor assholes in the battleships.
Oh my.
Anyway,
That's one hell of an order.
avoiding the subject of the Ultramarines further. These Tyranids actually sound pretty fucking fascinating. How easy my job would be if every human was just part of me and my giant intelligence, and everything we did was in perfect harmony. Actually, remind me about that idea when I get off of this fucking throne.
I'll make sure to do that, my lord. The human hive mind would surely be something fantastic to be part of.
You're just saying that because you're thoroughly trained to be my bodyguard, and not ever think, nor feel, or have any other purpose in life.
That's right, my lord!
Fucking automaton. So anyway, these Tyranids come from the eastern fringe of the galaxy in large bug flesh ships and chomp the fuck out of everything they see. Yes?
Correct, my lord.
And every encounter recorded with them describes them as insect-like creatures with biological weaponry, and that they are countless in number. Right.
Yes, that is right, my lord. They come in endless streams, too numerous to count, with beasts both minuscule and massive, all killing in their own unique, painful ways.
Has anyone ever considered fucking bug spray?
I'm sorry, my lord, but
Raid.
bug spray?
Gonna use some raid.
What is that?
Sorry, I forgot. They stopped manufacturing those after the dark age of technology.
Well, my lord, if it's a biochemical weapon you're referring to, I can say that it is not of much use. Regenerative power is something that the species seem to have picked up on, and many of them also have extremely advanced immune systems, so not much will work. In addition, the race is very adaptable, and if we actually were to concoct a poison against them to use it, they'd most likely gain resistance to it soon after.
That is quite a fucking pickle. Is there anything that works against them?
If it's not regular steel and bullets, there's actually a special mutagenic acid developed by the Death Watch that ruins target's organs from inside and out.
Oh man, Death Watch makes me like think of Mandalorians.
Flesh, but since Tyranids do not even have any kind of real armor, it seems to work best against them.
Then why have any of you fucking idiots had the idea of filling a massive space-sized spray can with a constant stream of oxygen, promethium, and this hellfire compound and sprayed the fuck out of the Tyranids organic fleet while still in space?
That's a great idea, my Emperor. You are truly the most intelligent being in the galaxy.
Sigh. Sometimes I wish I hadn't made you custodies to be mindless automatons without feelings or emotions. It gets lonely here sometimes.
Oh my Emperor, you're truly the most funny being in the galaxy as well.
Fucking automaton.
Well, my lord, at least we aren't as bad as those Necrons.
So we're talking about those sleepy soulless skeletons now. Do tell me what the fuck they have been up to.
You know of them? Oh, well...
Here we go.
They aren't as bad as the Tyranids. I think...
Okay, so that was episode 8 of Tyranids, and looks like episode 9 will be about the Necrons, considering that's where we left off. Now, what kind of threw me off was like at the beginning, the Lord Inquisitor like refused to believe that it was the God Emperor himself that like signed it and the seal and everything, because you know the Emperor himself can't even speak or move or anything like that. So there is some validity in his point, but apparently it did happen. So basically, this custodian is being caught in the middle, like between the Emperor and the Lord Inquisitor. So I feel kind of sorry for him, but I'm really excited to see what they're going to be talking about the Necrons. So without anything else, let's get into the video.
Yes, this is definitely it. The Crimson Path, the center
Who is this?
of the Oriole subsector. Oh, when my work here is done, this planet shall rival Terra itself in its sacredness. Now I would act really, really into this, but I've just got to stay all mysterious and stoic and cool. So I don't think I can. But, well, I suppose one squeal might not harm anything.
You were fucking cool. It's like the thing that the Emperor holding us this moment.
So who was that?
Much better now. It's at times like these that I'm really glad that I just monologue to myself and not actually talk to anyone else. Because
I thought he was gonna get caught by someone during his little squeals. What are those things?
So, you're seriously going to go through with this? Search the entirety of Terra, the holiest, grandest, and most populated planet in the universe, to find the one who sent this message?
No household shall be left unchecked, and no person shall go unquestioned.
Well, if you say so.
Oh, they still don't believe it was the Emperor.
Anyway.
Wait. What are you dusty butt cheeks doing now?
Self-destruct?
Well, I hope you do realize that Terra is the most densely populated, overbuilt planet in the Imperium. take decades to interrogate every single individual on this planet.
Do not doubt us. This is what
Decades,
we are
wow.
best at. We will scan the entirety of Terra and its people in but a few days.
This sounds highly fucking illegal! Oh.
Judge Dredd.
My colon just... Oh. I better know.
Big Goji Vanda never had to deal with this bullshit. Yeah, maybe we should make him High Lord of Terror again.
All that radioactive hellfire you've been exposed to, exterminating every planet you come across, must have fried your perception. Do you even realize how hard it is to mobilize on one of these hive worlds? It's really damn hard, but I guess you don't realize since you sit on that mobility scooter all day.
Mobility scooter.
Shut it, you old trash bags.
Well, while I wait for your sphincter to calm itself, I shall start this sentence.
At least remember to expect the rulings of Terra, Theodore. Not a single drop of blood shall fall upon these sacred grounds. When you have found your suspects, at least do the decency of taking them far away from Terra if your eagerness to spill blood grows heavy on you.
Yes, I am fully aware.
Oh, so that's a rule. No blood can be spilled on Terra.
Soldiers, the search has begun. But take heed. Not a single citizen of Terra shall have his or her blood spilled on these sacred grounds. So, remember, only to burn.
Well, I guess that is a way to eliminate them without spilling blood.
My lord, was it really that funny? Really? Come on, the Necron still pose a major threat.
Sounds like a glitch or a malfunction in the speaker device. A speech device.
Okay. Maybe it is kind of funny.
No, you are incapable of finding things funny because you are a custodes.
Alright, I forgot. But anyway, where was I? Oh yes!
Damn.
So the Blood Angels and the Necrons defeated the Voltyranids together, and afterwards they went their separate ways, as the Blood Angels and the Necrons were both tired from the big battle, and Commander Dante thought it was distasteful to turn on the Necrons after they had helped each other out.
The Necrons were tired. The Blood Angels found something distasteful. I'd like to laugh more, but that might break my fragile funny bone. Anyway, I was under the impression that Necrons were tireless, soulless skeleton robots with no personality, nor care for anything. What the fuck happened?
Believe me, my lord, I think we all were under the impression until we heard about the Blood Angels and their apparent alliance with them. Before, they just spent most of their time coming out on planets unexpectedly and killing anything that lives, having a singular goal in mind, which was to seal off the Eye of Terror, swat away the Tyranids, and have the rest of the galaxy become never-ending all-you-can-eat buffet for their gods to the Catan.
Sounds like what I would do if I was a soulless skeleton robot. That and slow walk around intimidatingly. Yes, it reminds me of that hollow that I watched a few millennia back. Damn.
Now they're more like... well, their goal is still essentially the same, but now it has become apparent that the Catan were actually somehow shattered into pieces a long time ago, and the Necrons have leftover fragments of them in their possession containing near limitless powers. Also, as of late, some Necrons have even been recorded to have actual personalities and even feelings. Oh, and pariahs apparently are not a thing anymore. No idea where they went off to. They just sort of up sticks and left, I guess.
Well, how does it feel having less emotion than a creepy fucking skeleton robot?
It feels fantastic not being on the same impotent level as a filthy Xeno, my lord.
I guess you can put it that way as well. Anyway, I'm intrigued by the idea of those shards. I will have to ask the remaining Alpha Marines to get one for me when they get back.
Sure thing, my lord.
Just not a shard of that punk-ass fan god the Deceiver. The description you gave reminds me too much of that mysterious, tentacle-headed, metallic jerk who came by every Saturday night to play Paradox Billiards, Vostroyan Roulette, 4th Dimensional Hypercube, Chess Strip Poker with me, Zinch, and Chego.
Damn, that's one hell of a title for a game.
Although, to be fair, at least he wasn't as much of a douchebag as that fat guy with the cigar who showed up with Zinch that one time.
I thought all this time you've been having a constant mental war with the forces of chaos as well as guiding our ships through the power of the Astronomica.
I'm a
No, he's been watching.
I'm allowed a day off once in a while. Besides, I'm the best fucking multitasker in the galaxy.
Oh, sorry, of course, my lord.
So far, I have
So
been
battling
safe that I'm
demons,
not impressed.
watching everything.
These secrets do not sound as much of a threat as those hungry space cockroaches.
Well, my lord, they are still more of a threat than you might think. Which actually reminds me of a story I need to
Tyranids?
that will surely refurbish your pride in your angels of death.
Good luck with that.
You see, during year 912, the Necron lords of the two mod bosses got really mad because Necrons of another empire started to expand in his territory. In response to this, the Necron lord suddenly revealed a massive planet-sized space vessel called the World Engine and started drifting through Imperial space, destroying anything that crossed its path. Later, during year 926, after several Imperial planets had been destroyed by the World Engine, a whole lot of space marines and the entirety of a local Imperial fleet were sent to destroy it.
Holy shit, a giant skeleton space robot planet that shoots molecule-breaking beams and destroys everything it spots. I want one.
All these forces attacked the World Engine at the same time, but apparently a very strong void shield was surrounding it, making it nigh impervious to harm. This, together with the vessel's mighty arsenals of planet-devastating weaponry, cost millions of lives during that battle.
I guess no one knows what retreating is in this fucking Imperium nowadays.
So now, here is the awesome part. The Space Marines known as the Astral Knights.
I never made anything called Astral Knights.
No, seriously, my lord. You wouldn't even care that you didn't directly make them. You see, all of the Astral Knights decided to ram their spaceship, the Battle Barge Tempestus, straight into the World Engine's void shield.
Fucking damn it. Why do you assholes keep wasting precious battleships?
The shield cracked up and the ship penetrated the hull of the World Engine, allowing all Astral Knights to board it and destroy all weapons, energy batteries, supplies, commandos, and Necrons inside. The battle continued inside the World Engine for 100 hours, all Marines dying doing what they do best. But not before their leader, Armtor Ara, decided to overload the entire damn vessel and its central core with the help of some melter grenades. After this destructive overlord, the void shield was turned off completely, and this is where the rest of the Imperial fleet took their chance and shot the crap out of the planet ship with cyclonic torpedoes.
Well, slap me on the kneecap and call me a fucking skeleton. That is actually amazing.
After this incredibly awe-inspiring victory, the remains of the World Engine were taken in by the Adeptus Mechanicus while the Battle Barge Tempestus was salvaged, and set up as a monument with an Imperial shrine in it, holding statues of the 772 Astral Knights that had sacrificed themselves to bring down the World Engine.
Sorry, I was totally mistaken. I totally remember that I did make the Astral Knights now. They were one of the secret legions I made before the Great Crusade that I never told anyone about. They were the best around, nothing was ever going to keep them down.
Right.
I like how he remembers now.
Also, on the previous subject matter, I have to say that I kind of like that one Necron that you mentioned. Trashy the Incontinent or something.
You mean Trace and the Infinite, my lord?
That's what I said, you tube of fucking custard. Anyway, even if he is an alien being,
Man, what
I
are
cannot
these
deny
insults?
that the idea of stealing incredibly valuable objects from all around the galaxy only to put them in a massive skeleton robot space museum is a great one.
Ah, yes. His only goal in the galaxy is to claim historic artifacts and relics and return to his true world of Solomons. He's even gone as far as to have the head of the great Sebastian Thor preserved in there.
Absolutely hilarious. At some point we should send some Marines there to steal all his shit just to fuck with him.
I think I know a group of Space Marines capable of just that.
Do you now? Do tell.
Oh.
Well...
Oh, it's not over yet. I was about to close it out. Oh, they're just...
Stop right there!
We are here to interrogate you about certain methods.
Who wrote the message?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Didn't you hear me? Who wrote the message?
Excuse me, are you allowed to do this?
Of course we are! Haven't you heard from the High Lord?
We are here to interrogate everyone on Terra.
Who wrote the fucking message? Where are the gene stealers?
Help me!
Someone's fashionable trash running around harassing
It's them again.
You came to the wrong neighborhood, shitboots!
What makes you lunatics think you are allowed to do this?
Destiny? Aren't you supposed to stand in the Imperial Palace? Well, you see, this is a special occasion. Special enough that my loincloth is just bursting with anticipation.
What's a more interesting question I demand an answer for, is what you inquisitors are doing here.
Oh, I guess they're about to find out that the Emperor can speak.
A message supposedly sent from God Emperor himself, telling us the Inquisition is to be disbanded.
Clearly, the message was written by a heretic, and we are going to find it.
Fools. The message is from the Emperor, straight from the Sanctum Imperialis, within the Imperial Palace.
He is the reason why we're outside the palace in the first place. So you have no reason to perform this heinous act upon our planet.
You done goof. That is impossible.
You would lie. If the Emperor was alive once more, we would know.
You heretics. The Custodes are heretics. Let's get
Oh,
back
God.
to Fyodor and tell him about this.
Fucking Groxas Inquisitors.
I'm now incredibly aroused.
No video shall be on my life, no comment shall be on my wrath. Alright, so that was episode 9. That was funny at the end there, because I didn't think we were going to see those Custodes again, but yeah, now it's between the Custodes and the Inquisitors. Man, I forgot the word for a second there, because the Inquisitors don't believe that the Emperor is the one who wrote the message and everything. So, but the next episode is episode 10, and it's gonna be the last one. So I guess we're gonna see, we're getting to the finale, and we're gonna see. I don't know. I don't want to say like something spectacular, but something like really interesting that will like maybe answer the questions, or we'll see the Inquisitors like meet the Emperor. The Emperor will probably just say like to them face to face, "I hereby disband it." That's just my theory. So without anything else, let's get into the last episode. Damn, look at all the destruction. It probably took a single shot from that thing. Is that Hugh Jackman?
Before you say another word, your Evidence, before you burn me like a heretic, listen to me. There is something I must do. This woman leaves behind a suffering child. There is none but me who can intercede. In the Emperor's name, 3 days are all I need.
Man, they're just rhyming everything.
Then I'll return. I pledge my word. Then I'll return.
You must make me mad! I want you across the years! Everything like you can never change! But this, such as you!
Damn it all. Not a single useful subject has been found yet. Don't they understand that sitting around here is incredibly boring? It's like being inside a retirement home.
Hey, Fyodor, isn't it boring around here? Like, incredibly
Oh,
boring?
he finally talks.
Be quiet, Dominic. It's what I just said.
No, that's what I just said. You know what would be fun? Letting me sit on your throne. I've always dreamed of being up on that throne and all the fun things I could do up there.
I said, quiet! Giving me a headache.
No, you be quiet.
Can someone feed the goat so he quiets down? We're trying to do important High Lord things here.
Shut up, little Billy! Now, to the business at hand. What were we discussing? I think it was something relating to banning the breathing of air from anyone that is not us. Air is one of the few natural resources left on Terra, and if all of the normals use it, but not meant for us.
Private time, tell me another reason to bless your lungs with care.
Well, I'm not sure. My generals need to breathe as well to make commands. Whatever it is they are commanding again.
Now they're trying to restrict oxygen?
Can do that very well without air. Slap.
I usually seem to generate currents of air right before I have to poo.
Wait, isn't breathing important? I don't
Yep.
remember. I'm gonna lay down.
I should just go out there and find the heretic myself.
Killer, we have urgent news.
Oh hey, are you the guys I sent to buy my sandpaper cigarettes? I really need my fix of nicotine and throat lacerations. How else do you think I always sound so calm and sexy?
What is it that you want? Don't you three have some sewage to investigate?
We were confronted by 3 custodians while interrogating some citizens.
Custodians? You're joking me, are you not? The custodians never make the Imperial Palace.
They were right there, though. And the custodians told us that the Emperor really is the one who sent the message.
In the name of 1,000 dead fucking heretics, are you saying?
The kiss for these are the heretics we are looking for.
Well, in that case, we're all walking straight into
Oh,
the Imperial
great.
Palace and taking those mutant exhibitionists with us.
Great, now all the custodians are targets.
What do you think you were doing?
Not you.
Stop standing around there all silent and dead like an unplugged fucking Mechanicus out and tell me who these space marines are. This anticipation is for some reason killing me. Then again, I'm a decaying corpse, so that might also be a contributing factor.
Well, they are renowned in the Imperium for stealing a lot of relics from both other chapters and factions within the Imperium. It's not really known how they do it, or exactly why, but they have somehow managed to amass a astounding amount of orchid due to this.
So what are they called?
I believe they're called something. Actually, I don't remember.
Wait to fucking go, dildo head. You just reached a whole new level of stupid, the disappointing kind of stupid. Come to think of it, did you say chapter? As in, only a singular chapter within an entire legion is good at this?
Oh, no, my lord, they are not part of a legion.
Why the fuck would there ever exist a single chapter outside of a legion?
Well, you see, 7 years after the War's Heresy, an event took place known as the Second Founding.
The Second Founding? Oh man, this already sounds about as unnecessary as the Dark Eldar. Wasn't the appropriately named Only Founding good enough?
Actually, I think the name was changed to the First Founding after they came up with the second one.
Really? Wow. What an unbelievable excess of stupid.
Anyway, the Primarch...
Just simple names, that's it.
My singular cybernetic, I just detected a large rise in ignorance and hubris in this room from the mere mention of that name.
Created the Codex Astartes, which is a set of rules and guidelines that nowadays is used by thousands of Space Marine chapters throughout the galaxy.
Thousands?
Yes, thousands.
The Codex Astartes became the foundation.
He's starting to malfunction.
Guilliman decreed that all legions still loyal were to be split up and organized into armies consisting of roughly 10 companies each. One of these chapters were to retain their parent legion's original name, symbol, and color scheme, while the others could basically go and do whatever they wanted with that.
So now we've got fucking ultramarine babies spread out across the entire galaxy, all secluded from the rest of the Imperium to form their own beliefs, dogmas, and hatreds inspired by the original, which was already an enormous pile of stupid to begin with. Seriously, are you actively trying to make my life even more difficult?
Well...
In addition, this dumb book has split up the Imperium's mighty bulwark and made it into a rotten picket fence that even a small child could break down. What made you people think that this was a good idea?
But my lord, Guilliman's intentions were noble. He recognized that in order for something like the Horus Heresy to not ever be possible again, the massive marine armies should be separated and spread out.
And now the Xeno activity is more rampant throughout the galaxy than ever. Perhaps if Guilliman's head wasn't stuck so far up his buttocks, fervently kissing his own ass, he would have proofread his work before publishing it. For all we know right now, there could be hundreds of chapters out there pledging their allegiance to chaos, or perhaps even worse. And we have no fucking idea about it or a way to stop it, because all our defenses are so thinly spread. There could even be chapters consoling and accepting both Xenos and Chaos worshippers into the ranks. Maybe even chapters so fucking reclusive and historically inept that their mere existence sound like something out of a disgustingly horrible and shitty fanfiction.
Do you guys have a feeling we're being...
Wow, he really had to get that off his chest.
We're always being shat on.
You fish. Cactus? You thought that you were going to win this poker game, but it was
What's with this guy right here?
I, Crash!
Fucking damn it, Gilsman. Speaking of which, did you tell them to cut his life support yet? It is very fucking important. Actually, when you've done that, make sure to bring that status field power adapter here. I might need that extra power to charge my data slate to play whatever new Battle Mace 42 million game is out, or whatever else might exist. Not Call of Duty, though. They seriously need to stop releasing those shitty fucking rehash games every year.
Right, my lord.
Well, I mean, some of them were pretty good, but...
Actually, come to think of it, are the Ultramarines somehow connected to all bad things that has happened for the last 10,000 years? It feels like we keep bringing them up all the time.
Well, they have kind of become the poster boys of the Imperium, so can't really avoid mentioning them. Oh, speaking of which, I actually remember the name of that feeding chapter now.
Really? What is it then?
The name of the chapter is The Blood.
I'm so sorry for interrupting you, little kitten. But we have something very important to inform you two about.
Oh shit, it's my eternal torment upon this throne made manifest again.
You see, we were outside the palace, traveling through the spires of terror, when we noticed that everything was on fire.
Not in the usual sacred incense burning way either.
Yes, indeed. Apparently there are inquisitors running amok all around the planet. They are looking for the one who sent that message demanding the disbanding of the Inquisition and the Adaptus Ministoris.
So they have arrived.
Oh, the Imperator Berries, really?
Really? I suggest we go to the High Lords immediately. Perhaps the Inquisitorial representative can be argued with.
If not, we can just, eat him or something.
There is no time to be lost.
Eat him.
Let's go. I'm fucking down.
I was foolish to believe you would hold a promise like this one. You are untrustworthy filth, not ever worthy of the Emperor's blessing.
I am the only one here, worthy of the Emperor's blessing. I am the only one who's going to save him from his very own corrupted bodyguard.
You are not entering the palace, Theodore.
I would like to see you try and stop me.
I'll gladly show you. Guards!
Fyodor, we're surrounded.
Be quiet, Dominic.
Well, here we are, Theodore. At long last, I can put you and your miserable little cult away, never to interfere with the Emperor's will again.
Foolish. Have you forgotten that my throne is a massive weapon arsenal?
Oh, shit! Hey, easy, Ark. We're gonna light you up. Like a sandpaper cigarette if I had one!
Damn, dude, that sounds really painful. Smoking sandpaper?
Oh, if you and the rest of Terra do not meet my demands, I will have this entire room and all of its inhabitants fall prey to my throne of judgment. It is too bad for you that this passing decree is still in effect, isn't it?
Theodore, you absolute ass.
Aw, don't feel too bad. At least my meltdown will fly away from this existence instead of splattering your blood across the floor. Because that was your primary concern, wasn't it? Now, I am going into that palace, and I alone will save the Emperor and the Imperium of Man!
Season 1 end. Oh, okay. My comment is contempt, my like is disgust. Alright guys, so there you guys have it. So that was the end of, I guess, Season 1 of If the Emperor Had a Text-to-Speech Device. So I might have to research if there really is a Season 2, but if not, then we're going to end the series here. So I really did enjoy it. Like, some of them were really funny, some of them were just kind of like a repeat of like the jokes and everything, but the stripper custodies really took the cake on this one. But I really enjoyed it, so thank you so much for the recommendation on it, because I would never have found it in the first place. But I mean, then again, I did see, like, if the Emperor had a text-to-speech device, like on my recommendations. I think like once or twice, but I never really got like into it. Like I just saw it like okay, but then one of you guys recommended to me. And I was like, oh okay, so I guess really is worth watching. So that's what led me to this. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction to all 10 episodes. I know they're in like 3 separate parts, so make sure to check out all 3 videos. But besides that, I really enjoyed it. So thank you so much for recommending it to me. If you have any other recommendations, please put it down in the comments below. I'll take a look at it when I can. And thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for your support. Hit that notification bell so you know when I drop another video. Star Wars, Warhammer 40K, SCP Foundation, who knows. But until then, I'll see you guys next time.